Welcome to my BIOL110 Ambassador video. I'm Yicheng Wu, and today I will be both the teacher and student to give you the lecture. And the topic is plants cannot walk, but they can turn. Auxin, phototropism, and plant survival. When we think about movement, we usually think about animals because they can walk, run, swim, and fly. But plants are rooted in the soil, right? They cannot just stand up and move on to a better place. Then we think about question, a daily life question. If you grow a plant and you put it on your balcony, where one side is the window and the light comes through it, and the other side is the room where there's less light, how the plant will grow? Teacher, I have a guess. I think the plant should grow upwards strictly. This is actually a good guess, but the fact is, let's invite our special guest, my plant. We can see here clearly that they are bending to one side, right? And actually, this side is where the plant, this side is the window where the light comes from, and this side is the room. So from this phenomenon, we can have a claim that the plant bent toward to the light. I have a thought, maybe a plant just like the view outside of the window, so they bent toward to the window. It's a cute guess, but biologically speaking, the plant is responding to the light. It's not a random accident. The window side usually has stronger light, and the plant needs light to survive. Before talking about bending, we need to understand why light matters so much. Plants use light energy to make chemical energy through photosynthesis, as we learned in BIOL110 classes, right? Photosynthesis mainly happens in chloroplast, which is inside the plant cells. A very simple way to think about this is that light energy is the source of photosynthesis, which makes sugar that is supportive to the growth and survival of a plant. Plants take carbon dioxide and water, and with light energy, they produce sugar and oxygen. The sugar can then be used for growth, storage, and energy. So when the plant grows toward light, it is not doing that just for fun. It is trying to capture more light and makes more sugar and survive better. So basically, light is like the plant's energy source. Yes, the light is not the food for plant, but it is the energy source that allows plants to make their own food. Your speaking is quite correct, I think. Okay, so then we can introduce a new word, phototropism. Photo means light as that is in photosynthesis, and the tropism means a growth response towards or away from a stimulus. So phototropism means plants grow response to light direction. There are two types we can mention. One is the positive phototropism, means the shoot grows towards light, and the negative phototropism means the roots may grow away from the light. In the video, we may mainly focus on the shoot, which is the positive phototropism, because this is what my actor exactly shows. So your plant growing towards the window is the phenomenon of the positive phototropism? Yes, you're right. The plant shoot is growing towards the light source, so that is positive phototropism. We can view from this graph that is, if we have one side light Then after a few days, the grass will bend to the one side light. That is the positive phototropism. Then let's introduce the main character of this story, auxin. Auxin is a plant hormone. One of its important functions is to help regulate cell elongation, especially in plant shoots. In shoots, more auxin usually means more cell elongation. That means the plant becomes longer. When light comes from only one side only, auxin becomes unevenly distributed. More auxin accumulates on the shaded side of the shoot. Then the shaded side cells elongate more than the light side cells. Because the shaded side become longer, the shoot bends toward the light. So the basic mechanism is the one side light leads to auxin redistribution, leads to more elongation on shaded side, then leads to the shoot bends toward light. Wait, why does the plant bend toward the light if the shaded side grows more? That is a good question. We can use this graph to think. If we have one side light, then auxin will gather to the shaded side instead of the light side. And recall the function of auxin, it is making the plant's growth longer. So the shaded side have more auxin, grows longer than the side with the light side. So it shows the curve that bended to light. Now let's connect this topic to the major BIOL110 concept, cell signaling, we're learning recently. In BIOL110, we learned that the mainly biological responses follow this pattern, from signal to reception to transduction and to response. For phototropism, we can match each step. The signal is the light, meaning light comes from one side. And the reception steps happen when photoreceptors in the shoot detects the direction of the light. And the transduction steps happens when photoreceptors in the shoot, when the light signal converts into internal changes inside the plant. In this case, the important internal change in auxin is auxin redistribution. Finally, the response is uneven cell elongation, and the shoot bends towards the light. So even this tiny grass is doing this cell signaling. Yes, that is why I think this topic is quite cool. Something we cannot see with our eyes, like plants bending, is actually connected to cellular level mechanisms. To give a lecture, we cannot only share the concepts and concepts only. We need to build a experiment to help others learn better. So here I built a mini experiment, the shoebox plant experiment. So here I have the hypothesis that is, if light only enters from one side, then the plant will bend toward the other, to that side. The setup is also simple. We put a small plant inside a shoebox. Then we make one hole on one side of the box. Light can only come through this hole. And the prediction is that the shoot will bend toward to that hole because of that is where the light comes from. This sounds like a very easy experiment. Do we need expensive equipment? No, that is a nice part of this experiment. We only need a small plant, a box, and a light source or sunlight. The important thing is to control the light, the direction of light. This also connects to the scientific method. We have an observation, then we ask question why. We make hypothesis, design an experiment. Then we observe the results. So what is the results? On day 0, on day 0, the plants grow upward. But after a few days, like day 2 or day 3, they bend toward to the hole where the light comes from. I have a question. So if I keep rotating my plants every day, if I put it on the balcony, will they grow more evenly? Yes, that is actually bringing us to our real-world connection. Phototropism is not only a textbook concept, it also matters in our real life. For indoor plants like this, if the window is the main light source, plants may grow sideways toward the window. That is why people often rotate their plants so different sides receive light and the plant grow more evenly. To be honest, to make the bending phenomenon more obviously, I keep for like 2 or 3 days not rotating it, so it shows a obvious bending. And in architecture, light direction and intensity can affect plant shape and growth. In greenhouses, farmers design light conditions to help crops grow straightly and healthy. In vertical farming, LED lights are arranged carefully because plants may receive light from different directions and different intensities. Better light management can help improve plant growth and crop yields. So understanding phototropism, it can actually help us grow food better. Yes, that is why biology is not just memorizing terms. A small concept like auxin and phototropism can connect to our indoor plants, greenhouse design, vertical farming, and future food systems. Now, let's summarize. Plants cannot walk, but they can respond. They detect environmental signals like light. They receive signals through receptors. They transduce the signal into internal changes, such as auxin redistribution. Then they respond to through growth, such as bending toward light. And finally, thank you for listening my BIOL110 Ambassador video. I want to express my sincere gratitude to my BIOL110 instructor, Professor Lee, and my TA Sama, and also the lab instructor, our peer tutors, my classmates, my TPS group members, who helped me learn biology through lectures, labs, discussion, etc. And finally, special thanks to my little plants, who will be the main actor of this video. And I also want to conclude that the beauty of the biology is that even ordinary things around us can even have a deep scientific mechanism behind them, like the grass or etc. So I really appreciate the whole BIOL110 lectures. Thank you.